Hi, my friends. I'm Beth English, and I am here today with my friend Sergio Gomez, and we are going to talk about how to show up and show out. You've heard that before, haven't you, Sergio?
I love that topic, Beth, totally. And I really looking forward to see what you have for us today, which is super exciting. And I think it's going to be a great follow-up from last week's, where we talk about productivity and let's see where this leads. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. So lately, I have had a lot of clients talk to me about wanting to have more confidence, wanting to do more of the things that they dream about, their visions, etc. And so I decided that this would be a great topic today because part of making your dreams come true and going out and stepping out and taking risk is showing up and showing out for yourself. And I think when we say show up, it just means what is it that you want to do? Where is it that you want to see yourself going? And how do you actually present momently like show up for yourself to do that work? And then show out is just like an expression of that. So how are we showing up for ourselves and then showing other people what it is that we are trying to create for ourselves? Because having that conversation, having that dialogue, I think is really powerful because all it does is show us more of what it is that we want. And then we're actually getting it when we start talking about it and putting it into motion. So
That's super. That's super. Great topic. I think it's not easy for everybody. And I think we all have, times in which we don't want to show up or we have, or, mindset blocks or, fears that prevents us from, doing what you just said, making that step of showing up. So,
yeah. So my number one thing to start with is no fear. You cannot bring fear with you wherever you're going. Yes, it can help you, give you that fuel and that momentum to kind of go out and do it. But when you bring fear along with you, it's just going to like linger every turn of the corner that you take. And so you really have to just have a conversation with it. Like, you are not allowed to tell me what it is that I am going to do with my life. And I'm not going to listen to you anymore because I've got something I've got to do. And you just kind of have to just take ownership of your energy and yourself and like everything that you are, and just not let that fear take a hold on you.
I love that. And, as you were talking about it, I remembered a couple of years ago, I heard a speaker where he was giving a whole lecture on kind of like mindset and things, something to help us out. And he said how, imagine you have a table and you invite a fear into your table. So part of the mindset is to repeat every morning, I'm not going to let, whatever fear to sit on my table today. And actually I made that into one of my sentences that I read every morning, whatever I'm going through. So if I have a fear of something, I actually, as you mentioned, I name it, said, I'm not going to let the fear of, maybe a rejection, right? So maybe I'm about to send a proposal to sit on my table today. And that has helped me out, over time to anticipate that fear, acknowledge the fear, but not let that fear hinder me from showing up.
Yes, I love that. That's a great practice. And I think we have to have this intense kind of attitude about it too. It's kind of like, you're not going to boss me around. I'm going to repeat every single day what it is I don't want, because that's how serious I am about getting the things that I do want. And I love that fierceness, like that attitude where you're just like, no, thank you. This is not happening. Like, excuse me. Do you know who you're talking to right now?
Yeah,
I'm going to
totally.
go out there and do the things that I want to do. And I think that kind of like sharp focus kind of determination is what it requires to go and just bust out and show up, show out, do those things that you want to do.
Yeah. It gives you that energy, right? It gives you that permission to actually face that fear with
Yes.
strength. Yeah.
I love that. And sometimes when I'm trying to conjure up that sort of energy, like I just kind of imagine myself pulling energy from all around me and pulling it up into my own like energy field and just breathe it into myself and just know like I'm being supported by everything around me to do these things, because there's this voice inside of me that's calling out to me, and I'm going to listen to it, and I'm going to take everything around me and use it to support that as well. So
yeah,
which
absolutely.
brings me to my next point, asking for help.
That's a good one.
ask your friends for help, you can ask your mentors for help, but actually you can ask yourself for help. Like you said, what am I going to do every day to remind me what it is I'm setting myself up for? And how can I help myself in the process? But
Mhm.
really, like asking for help can feel vulnerable. And I think that's why
Right.
we don't do it enough. And it could feel like, oh, I don't know something and I'm going to show that. Like, we don't know everything and we can ask for help and there's no shame in the game, right? Like
Mhm.
go out and ask for what it is that you need and know that it's okay to do that and have
Mhm.
that same kind of fierce energy when you go out there and start asking for help because people want to help you. Like just tell yourself that's another daily affirmation, right?
Right.
People want to support me. People want to help me and just know that that is true.
Right. I love that because I think it and maybe has like some cultural component in which, asking for help, it feels like, oh, I'm showing that I'm weak or that I don't know certain
Mhm.
thing. And, in a culture that where we are supposed to know everything, we're supposed to be, self-sufficient in all ways, okay, if I'm asking for help, I'm for some reason or another, less of. And it shouldn't be that way at all, right? As you mentioned, I think when we look at the most healthier communities are the ones that uh, help each other out in every way, and I'm always inspired to meet people that I highly respect, that maybe have done greater things in their career, and they still consider themselves people who need help, who are always learning, who are always asking. It really inspires me that way to feel like, well, it gives me permission to all aim for that myself, as one that I need help in many things, for the things that I lack of, and for the things that also I want to know more of, and the things that will help me, get to where I want to go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We don't have all the answers. Even the people we think have all the answers don't have all the answers.
Right.
And
Right.
so, number three, how to show up and show out is you have to believe. I know, like we say, believe in yourself. It could seem so cliche, but you have to believe with your mind, your heart, your spirit. Every ounce of you has to believe in the work that you're doing and then the why behind you're doing it, and it's going to get you to the point where you want to go when you truly believe in the work that you're doing. I think that's why going inward and uncovering your soul's purpose and kind of like figuring out what it is that you were really meant to do and how to operate in your gifts is so powerful because it gives us that momentum to really believe in the work that we're doing and putting out there. So,
Mm-hmm.
what do
I
you think
love
about
I love that one. Yeah, if we don't believe in it, we're showing up, right? And I think, one good example is why we're doing this every Wednesday. Now it's going to be almost 1 year. And, when we started talking about this idea is we believe, right? We believe that we're doing something that is meaningful for us
that?
and for the friends who decide to watch us. And I think that kind of it gives us an incentive to every week, check out our schedule and take time to record our sessions and then edit them and put them out there for our friends. Because we believe that by showing up here, it's going to create some ripple effects in the future. And it's going to be
Mhm.
it's putting something good out there in the world that will make the world, even if it's just a better place, it's good. And yeah, if we wouldn't believe it, we wouldn't be doing this. And I think that's so important to believe in the work that you're doing, to believe in the things that you have in mind, you put in your mindset, because without that, people can smell when you are fake,
Mm.
when you're just pushing something out that it doesn't come from your truth.
Yeah, I think that we both have such a heart for the communities that we serve. And we
Mhm.
know that by showing up and doing these videos every week for nearly a year now, that
Right.
just shows you how much we care about people and the development of people, especially those who are creative and work with their hands and create and just believe in something deeper within them. And so I think creating that ecosystem is important to us. And we just want to
Right.
keep nurturing it long term because I think it gives both of us, and I don't mean to speak for you, but I know that it gives you joy
Yeah.
to lead people and to encourage them and inspire them and, you know, just bring that light everywhere you go because you never know who's sitting at home watching these videos telling themselves, I think I want to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know what step to take
Right.
next. But with a couple of artists and a
Yeah.
bunch of videos, I mean, we're showing people out there that it is possible to think about the dreams that reside in your heart and the things that you want to do and how to go about making them a reality. And I don't think it's anything more powerful than inspiring someone to go out and create what they feel like they were meant to do. So,
Right. And you know, on just on top of that, but I do, and I'm sure you do, like very appreciative of those who show up for us too. You know,
yeah,
the people that we follow, the people that we also learn from, they show up to us, and that kind of, this is almost like a way to say thank you for you showed up to me. Now I'm gonna show up to others.
exactly. Yeah, there's mentors of mine that I love to, watch and
Hmm.
aspire to be like. And without them, I wouldn't be who I am.
Right.
And without us, other people might not have taken the risk that they have
Right.
been wanting to take. And so it's just a way that we can
Like a
serve
ripple.
humanity
Yeah.
exactly and create that ripple effect, which is all I want to do because I know how valuable creating is
Hmm.
and how easy it is to be told that it's not important,
Hmm.
but really it is so important. And I want to just keep encouraging anyone out there who's watching, who creates, to just keep doing it because it really matters. And if you haven't felt inspired lately, just take this as a sign that whatever you're doing, it is important. So keep doing it. So
Right. Super. I love that. Super good.
just keep showing up and showing out for yourself. Take this fierce energy within you to have no fear, to ask for help, and to make sure that you believe in what it is that you're doing. So
I
thanks
love
for
it. I love
watching.
it, Beth. I think that's a really good topic, and we continue that ripple effect, and we pass it now on to our friends so who are watching this, so that they can also show up and do the same. Keep that ball rolling, all through 2021 and beyond.
Exactly. So, Sergio, where can our friends watching today make sure that they can find more of your great content online?
So you can find me in all social medias as Sergio Gomez Art, and my website sergiogomezonline.com. How
Awesome.
about
And
you?
you guys can find me on Facebook and Twitter and, all the socials too at Beth English. And I'm at bethenglish.com. And thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to bring you another great episode next Wednesday. And you have anything else you want to say to our friend, Sergio?
No, just keep an eye for episode 50 and also or the episode 52, which will be our first year anniversary of this show. I don't even know if we have a name for our show. It's like the Beth and Sergio show or something. Maybe we have to come up with something. We have to ask our friends to help us pick a name.
Yeah. If y'all have an idea, leave it in the comments.
That would be great.
Well,
Thanks,
have a
Beth.
great rest of the day. Bye.